All right, everybody, welcome back. Episode 25 of Recliner Sports Talk. My name's Nick.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Zach.
All right, got a packed show for you guys today. So we're going to talk a little Tebow. Going to talk about Curry and other game-changing athletes out there that might compare to him. Ohtani, obviously doing crazy stuff right now, and Acuña kind of becoming that player everybody anticipated him being, but we always know that doesn't always happen. And then something new that I would like to maybe possibly do again, not just be a one-time thing, but golf tips from a bogey, a 100, and a god-awful golfer. And we'll let you guys decide on who's who before we get there. But first things first, all right. Tim Tebow, 34 years old. He was obviously trying for the Mets a little bit, had his little NFL career there, doing everything overseas, kind of doing great on TV. Now he wants to be a tight end for the Jaguars. Zach, you're Urban Meyer. Obviously, this is your boy, won you a national championship. Are you bringing Tim Tebow back?
Man, I'm a Tebow fan, and I see what the Saints do with Taysom Hill. Why not? Why not try it out? He's not guaranteed a roster spot or anything. Why not bring him in? The Jaguars' tight ends are actually really bad. I think James O'Shaughnessy is their starting tight end. Yeah. He's the number one tight end on their depth chart. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be a dominant tight end, but I think you can use him as a gadget player, and that's kind of what these NFL offenses are turning into. They're looking for guys that can do multiple things. I think he's going to be able to do multiple things, and I heard this take, actually, I can't remember who was talking about it, but who haven't we been talking about for the past week? The first overall draft pick that the Jaguars have, yes. Trevor Lawrence. So is this taking some pressure away from him, taking some press away, so he can finally relax a little bit? Maybe Urban Meyer's trying to do a media stunt. Whatever it is, I don't mind it. I don't hate it. Do I think he's going to be a lighted up tight end like George Kittle or anything? Hell no. I don't think he's going to be able to block DNs either, but I think he's going to give it his all, and I think he's going to be a guy that they could put anywhere on the field. Taysom Hill's doing it. And I think Tim Tebow's a better athlete than Taysom Hill. So let's see what Urban Meyer has in store for him. But I don't hate it. I don't think it'll affect his legacy. I think Tim Tebow's had this athlete-type legacy. He's done pretty much whatever he's wanted to. He's won a playoff game as a quarterback in the NFL, and a lot of people kind of discount that, but beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, again, I don't think it hurts his legacy. I think it's just another thing that he's just trying to accomplish, and he gets another opportunity to do it.
Brandon, you buying Tebow or no?
Am I buying Tebow?
Oh, there he is. Oh, my God.
Am I buying? Remember
There
when Tebowing was a thing? Of course I'm buying Tebow. Are you kidding me? By the way, this jersey, still 2 sizes too big for me. What was it in
What did you think you were going to grow into?
This must have been a dress on me in 2010. I mean, jeez. Anyway, I love the move.
Oh, my God.
I think, remember, Urban Meyer was the University of Florida Gators football coach. Tim Tebow was the quarterback. They won.
Yes,
I know.
That is correct.
Stop.
That is correct.
They won 2 championships with him. He won a Heisman. Urban Meyer's never coached in the NFL. This is just, he's getting his guys in the locker room. Tebow's not even guaranteed a roster spot. I really believe this is just a publicity stunt. I think people are getting overly sensitive. I don't think this is anything more than I just want my guy in here just to talk good about me in the locker room. I think it's kind of like that. I don't think Tebow's really going to play a whole lot. If he even makes the team, I think this is Urban's way of just transitioning him to maybe be like a player coach kind of thing.
Ooh. Yeah, I think this is more publicity stunt as well there, Brandon. Listen, is it taking pressure off of Trevor Lawrence? Yeah, sure. But you think there's more pressure now with the Jaguars than there was with Clemson trying to win national championships? No shot.
No,
and guess what? Trevor Lawrence is a better runner than Tim Tebow at 34. No doubt in my mind. And I think you're right too, Brandon. I think people are being way too sensitive about it. I think it's exactly what you said. I think it's Urban Meyer's there. Hey, he lives in Jacksonville. Why not?
They're
be a good PR guy.
They live 3 houses down from each other.
He's going to be a good PR guy. And again, the whole legacy thing. I wish people are going to talk about this a lot. When he is honestly probably the best college football player ever. And I think you obviously can make the argument for other people, but in my opinion, I was a big Tebow fan, especially in college.
Yeah.
But again, I think people are blowing it way out of the water, thinking it's some big deal. I really think it's a PR, good looks good. Hey, Tebow's back. That might get, an extra 50 fans in the stands because of that are big Florida Gators fans. But again, it's something to talk about. And again, a lot of people were not to the NBA playoffs yet. It's kind of baseball. That doesn't matter. So they're just trying to have more headlines. I really think that's it.
I think the biggest thing, too, that's blown out of proportion is, yes, he's listed at tight end, but do we really think he's going to play tight end? Like, come on. Taysom Hill was listed at tight end. And I haven't heard any of the people on talk shows talk about it. It's pretty much what he's probably going to be brought in to do. He's going to be a gadget guy. He's going to be what Taysom Hill does. Do it all. God, Taysom Hill's playing linebacker on special teams. Yeah. Like,
I don't think Tebow's going to see the field.
I don't even know if he makes roster.
I agree. I don't think he really makes it. And if he doesn't, I think he'll just be a coach.
But that's why I agree. It's blown out of proportion.
Go back to ESPN.
Yeah.
All right. Moving from Tebow to a guy that might have not had that same college career, but God, he's tearing it up. Obviously, a guy everyone knows, Steph Curry, right? He's had the championships. He's had the MVPs. He's doing crazy stuff, as always. But here's the thing. Curry is game-changing. Zach, I'm a PE teacher. Zach's PE teacher. Brandon's in love with the Warriors, randomly here. So here's the thing. When I was in high school, when I was younger, everybody was trying to cross you up, make you fall. Now, people are trying to shoot threes. I got kids that are 6'4", 260 pounds in PE, and they're standing on the three-point line. Everybody wants to shoot three-pointers. They don't care. They're doing the crossover, fire a shot up that they shouldn't be because they want to be Steph Curry. I hear students throwing trash in the trash can. Obviously, we know and always say Kobe.
Yep.
They're saying Curry.
Yeah.
Curry. So, again, game-changing. Now, Brandon, is there another athlete, either now or in the past, that had this same type of effect on the game?
Yes. Wilt Chamberlain. Did you know the NBA changed 4 rules directly because of him?
I did not know that.
I did not know this. So offensive goaltending was not a thing. You know, you can't touch the ball when it's over the cylinder. So let's say, like, on offense, let's say someone misses it and technically it's, like, up above the cylinder. Yeah. If it's still over the cylinder, you're not allowed to touch it. And Chamberlain back in the day, he used to, he's 7'2", and he's a vertical guy. He didn't he do the high jump in the Olympics or something like that? Like he was super athletic. So they changed that rule. The inbounding the ball rule, there's a rule with that they had to change because of him, because he's so long. I don't know why they had to change that, but I have to look more into that. They widened the free throw box line thing because of him. And also, and this is the coolest one, I think, they had to change how you could shoot free throws because of him. Because guess what he used to do? He's a notoriously terrible free throw shooter. He would run with the ball from half court, would jump, and he would lay it as a free throw. Lay it in.
Wow.
But then they said you had to shoot from the free throw line. So he would just do the Michael Jordan, run and
great ways to find the loopholes there.
Swear.
The rules
and they had to change that because of him. So, yes, Wilt Chamberlain changed the game, if not more than Curry. Now, obviously, Curry changed the way how people actually play.
I like the way you took that, though, because I wasn't even thinking of it that way. Yeah. But that's awesome that you did that. All right, Zach, who's your game-changing athlete?
For me, crazy to say it, but I'm not a huge fan of him, but Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady gives you a chance on any team, and it's funny because I saw a meme that said, if Tom Brady's truly the GOAT, then let's try him in this uniform, and it was the Jets, and can he take the Jets to the Super Bowl? But I think Tom Brady's a guy that you put him on any team, you're a contender. You're going to find a way to win. The Buccaneers were pretty much, they added a few offense pieces, but defensively, they were the same team from when 7-9 when Winston was there, and they went 7-9 and struggled throughout that season. And now Tom Brady goes there, they win a Super Bowl. Yes, they added pieces for him. They had some stars on offense. I'm not saying he did it alone, but you put him on a team with anybody, I think he's a guy that can bring you far and win a lot of games. Steph Curry, I think you put him on any team, you have a shot to win every single night when he's on the floor. That's how I took this question. I was saying, if you put Steph Curry on any team, I think you're going to give him a chance to win. I know we ripped Brandon a lot for the MVP, but the way he's playing lately is just insane. I definitely think he's made his case to win the MVP. Yeah, I know. But Tom Brady's my guy. I think you can put him on any team in the league, and he's going to make him a contender.
All right, I already said his name here, but growing up, Allen Iverson, man. Allen Iverson had some kids that should not be dribbling a basketball, trying to crossover.
Absolutely.
I remember walking down my driveway, trying to just dribble between my legs. I was trying so hard. I had no chance to do this. But again, I was trying. When we were growing up, again, PE class, going back to that, everybody was doing moves. I remember in high school basketball on the freshman team, guys would do a million moves, but never gain any ground. And our coach used to yell at us all the time. And then the whole carry rule, right? Everybody's like, oh, he's carrying. Guess what? Do people say that anymore? No, they just accept it, all right? Doing the boom, crossover. But another guy I also wanted to mention, just real quick, Michael Vick. Also a game changer.
Yes.
And not necessarily for like these lower levels, right? Because lower levels, usually if you didn't have a quarterback, you put your most athletic guy there. But in NFL football, it was like, no. Obviously, some guys like Steve Young, Warren Moon, there was guys that could run. But Michael Vick was that game-changing runner, and they didn't do a bunch of triple option stuff. It was drop back pass, he scrambled, make it work, design runs. But then he could also throw the ball 65, 70 yards. So, again, he was that game changer, opening up for all the quarterbacks now that do it. Obviously everybody likes to say Lamar, but it's not just Lamar, okay? Even there's sides of Russ that do it. There's sides of even Josh Allen, a guy that runs the ball a lot when things get in trouble. It's something the NFL is now open to because of a guy like Mike Vick there. So again, game changing. I'm sure we could keep on going on a different list.
There's so many.
Speaking of AI, though, since we live in our south of Philadelphia, growing up, how many Allen Iverson jerseys would you see?
All the time.
I swear,
I had 3 myself.
In school. Yeah, the old school,
shoes.
the Sixer with the basketball and the star or the shooting star kind of across.
Yep.
I know someone that had the red, the blue, the black, the white. I mean, there was like 5 of those jerseys back in like 2002.
Yeah.
When they went to the NBA Finals, everyone had an AI jersey.
Yeah, one of my buddies said and he even has pictures of it. He used to wear the sweatbands on the fingers and stuff. And
oh my gosh, the answers.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I wore the headband. I had the Iverson shoes. I had the Michael Vick shoes. I had Iverson jersey. I had a Michael Vick jersey.
Remember my Stephon Marbury shoes? I don't know if you remember that. You guys used to
Starberries.
that. I had those.
Is he a game changer? No, I'm just kidding. So, all right, next up. Ohtani. He is a unicorn to a T of a guy right now, right? You've had pitchers like Madison Bumgarner would pinch hit at times when he was in his real prime. Obviously pitching, all that. CC could swing it, hit the ball deep. But this guy is playing every day. He's hitting and he's pitching. Obviously he gets off days in between there. But he's in the lineup. And then the other day, he goes from pitching to the outfield so he can stay in the game hitting. I love to see it because guess what? If a guy like him can do it, why not let it happen? Yep. So, Zach, what do you have to say about just Ohtani period? Is he going to be that game changer that we see later on?
Man, I think so, and I hope the longevity lasts because last year kind of scared me. He got Tommy John, and he was kind of out of it at the plate last year, but this year, man, he looks good on both sides. Tuesday night he had 10 strikeouts. They didn't give him any run support. And then he goes to right field and plays. He struck out 10 guys, goes to right field to play, just keep his bat in the lineup. So I love it. I hope we see it more because there are a lot of athletes that are pitchers. They don't get a good rap for it, but there are a lot of them that can hit, and they just don't get that chance in college. So I hope you kind of see some two-way guys, and hopefully the higher levels in college because he's awesome. He's awesome to watch. And again, he's playing for the Angels, so he's on at 10 o'clock. So you got to watch the highlights the next morning.
He was on.
Oh, they were on prime time.
They played the Astros on Tuesday or Wednesday at 8, and I watched it. And that was like one of the only times I could watch the Angels.
It was Tuesday night because he pitched. That's what it was.
No, he didn't pitch though.
It wasn't last week or this week?
It was this week. It was Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Tuesday night was when he pitched.
Yes.
And he had the 10 Ks, went to right field. But man, I love to see it. I love to see the two-way player, and he's definitely doing a really good job this year. He's having a really good start. But like I said, last year scared me, and the only thing that scares me with him is the longevity. Can his arm last? But man, he looks like he's in good shape this year, and he's doing really well.
Speaking of pitchers that could possibly hit, how about the Braves pitcher, Noah?
Yes.
He's batting 400. Now, obviously, he's not getting as many at-bats as Ohtani. Ohtani currently is batting 257. Now, the league average is 230.
Yeah.
He was higher, but he's also second in home runs. So, honestly, he's batting well. 257.
He's got 10 bombs, right?
Yeah, he's got 10.
10,
No,
11.
Acuña's leading the league with 11. Yeah. He's got 10.
On the day.
257, typically is average. You know, I mean, it's not for a pitcher though. That's above average. I'm gonna give it to him. Now, he's 1-0, and he is.
He gets
There's
no runs.
There's the seat back
There it is.
that has been gone.
He gets
My,
no runs for it.
Freaking handy dandy notepad. Blue's Clues over here. He is pitching like very well. He's got a 2.10 ERA.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal, especially when ERAs can be inflated, especially on the Angels. The Angels stink. He has 40 Ks in 25 innings. That would be 14 Ks per 9. Like that's a good ratio. Like he's pitching really well. It's a shame that the Angels are so bad, and it's crazy. They have Ohtani, this unicorn type guy. They have Trout, probably the best player ever. They're terrible. They're in last place in their division.
Yeah, they have not looked good.
Baseball's one of those games, man, where it's more than one or two guys.
It's not like basketball where two guys, 2 of 5.
Yeah. So, and Ohtani, here's the thing. People that don't realize it is a hard thing to do. That's why a lot of pitchers don't do it. Or like there's that good position guy that could get on the mound and throw 94, 95. But again, that takes a lot of time to master all that and also be that same type of hitter. So what he's doing is so impressive. And us saying we want to see more of it, we understand that it's not going to be 20 pitchers doing it one day.
Right.
But if there is that one special guy, like who's the guy for the Rays, McRae from Louisville?
Yeah.
They gave him a chance. I don't really know what's happening with him right now. But again, Ohtani's doing it. Yeah. Let him keep doing it. Because some guys lose that focus there. But again, it'd be cool to see if another guy ever comes around like this. I'm sure it will, but we'll come around sooner than later.
Here's the thing. He's better than Pujols as a DH.
Well, yeah, that's why Pujols got cut.
cut.
Hold on, but if we're talking 12 years ago, Pujols.
Well, no, I'm talking right now.
Right now.
I'm talking right now. Obviously, he's one of the best of all time.
Yeah. And then Acuña, talking about Acuña here, I'll go short because I'm sure Zach has a lot of things to say about him. I think for what he's doing and for what the Braves did, kind of like what Tatis and, they did with Albies too.
Yeah, signed him early.
Saw this guy early. Listen, I'm a Phillies fan. Scott Kingery, listen, signed him to a big deal, hasn't panned out. And it happens all the time where these young guys have a good flash, they get signed, but having him get signed and actually producing, these prospects that actually produce, it's great to see, not in the same division as my Phillies there, but for what they got him for and what if he can continue this, it's going to be a steal the longer it goes on. So, Zach, what do you got on Acuña there?
The thing that I love the most about him is, and I think it was his rookie year, he grounded out, and he was going through a slump a little bit early, and he grounded out, and he just jogged to first, and he got benched, and that was like the turning point in his career. Like he realized, he talked about Brian Snitker who did it to him. He was like, I thought I was the man, and now he's realizing ever since that point, he's gotten so much better, and he's hustles. He plays defense.
They beat out that ball against the Phillies.
Yeah, he beat out a routine ground ball to Didi Gregorius, who's no slouch of a shortstop in MLB. One of the fastest times to first, I think, ever in MLB history. But that dude, Acuña, he's just been amazing this year, and I love watching him. And the biggest thing for me is he's great at the plate, but he also plays great defense. He's not a guy that's like a one-way guy where, he's only in the lineup because he's hitting, 12 bombs. He hit one today. That's what I was about to say. He hit another one today. But he left the game hurt today, which scares me. He hurt his left ankle, so we'll see how that comes. But he's just a great player, and like you said, we locked him up early. I think he's 5 years, $80 million. I think it was under $100 million. Ozzie Albies the same thing, under $100 million. Both of them are killing it in the minors, top 2 prospects coming up. You know, and they both panned out. You know, I'm really excited to see how his career progresses. He's done really well. He's getting compared to Mike Trout. I sent you guys a stat. I can't remember what it was now, the OPS or something since last year. Him and Trout are 1 and 2.
Good, though. He's not as good as Mike Trout.
I'm not saying. Oh, okay. I'm not saying he's Mike Trout, but I'm saying he's a
good.
very good player. He's an electric
He's top
player.
5.
I've seen him live a lot, man. Dude, the ball just sounds different coming off his bat. He hits the ball hard every time he hits it. And he's the face of our franchise right now. The fans love him. The organization loves him. And I said that thing I brought up when he didn't run out of ball, I think it was in Philly too. He got benched for that, and that was a turning point in his career because he has absolutely taken off since then. And he hustles. He's a 100% dude, and that's what I really like about him. And Freddie Freeman needed him, and that's what helps that lineup so much. So hopefully they get going here with the pitching. But Ronald Acuña, he's definitely shown up, man. I love him.
You bring up a good point. Freddie Freeman's on the team. He won the MVP last year. Mm-hmm. Everyone is acting like it's only Acuña. I mean, they have a really good team, but I think Freddie Freeman needs more respect. Now, Acuña, he is 12 home runs, batting over 300, which right now, if you're batting over 300, that's really good because guess what? Everyone's striking out and no one's hitting for average anymore. So this guy is leading the league in home runs, and he's also batting over 300. Shout out Albert Pujols back in his prime. Like, that's really, really, really tough to do. To lead the league in home runs and bat over 300. So hats off to him. The Braves, I've already seen him live once. We just got our tickets to see him in Pittsburgh. So that should be exciting. I can't wait to see him. They're a really good team. I think, you know, the NL East is up for grabs. Obviously, the Mets are on an 8-game win streak. Who would have called that out? The Phillies are going to be there, but I don't know if they can. Their pitching, their bullpen is not good enough for them to win in the end. So I really do think the Braves win, but if the Mets can keep it up, we'll see. When is Syndergaard going to finally come back? The dude never plays. I swear, he's the most injured guy in baseball.
He's been hurt a lot, yeah.
He's supposed to be back June or July. I did look it up for the season, actually.
The guy can't get on the field.
He's one of those dudes, too, as a pitcher. If you ever watch his workout stuff, he squats the house. He's a big workout, strong guy.
Really good.
And just that stiffness. And, you know, there's guys that can do that, right?
Yeah.
But
he's too muscular is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and too, again, some guys can be very muscular and do it, but I think you got to be a special balance. The whole, are you stretching? Are you athletic enough to do that?
Right.
Some guys' bodies just aren't built for that.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that happens. I know some guys that got really, really strong in the weight room, and they got almost too strong for their body in a way. They're running too fast, they're throwing too hard, and those injuries start to come because their body just couldn't take it. So, all right, so we have some golf tips for you. We've talked about golf. We've been enjoying golf a lot more. I know for me at least, when COVID hit, I wanted to get out, do a bunch of things. Golf was something I was able to do. So we figure we're going to give a little tip. So we have a bogey golfer, 100, around 100, been a lot more under 100, but still that 100 golfer, and really bad golfer. So we're going to let the bogey golfer go first here, okay? Brandon, go ahead and give your tip.
All right, my tip, because this is notorious. My tip is you cannot get mad after you have a big hole. So for me, I'll start off with like 4 straight pars. I'll be like, oh, I'm in the game. Like I'll start thinking, oh, I can have a good round here. And then I'll go and have a triple bogey and I'll lose my mind.
Brandon's mental capacity.
I'll lose my mind if I get like a triple bogey, and then I have gotten better with the fact that, hey, you got a triple bogey, leave it behind, move on. And I will say, in high school when I used to play, like obviously it used to get to me. I used to, after I would have a big hole, I would blow up, and like the rest of the holes, I would mentally be like pissed. But now, actually, when I had no stress about like playing high school golf, like I let it go, and now I'm shooting, you know, in the high 80s pretty consistently. So that's the thing. All right, I'll end my segment here since.
All right, so my big thing for I am that 100 golfer, okay? I've been doing a lot better being either at that 100 or below 100. I have actually, without the gimmies, gotten into the 90s, okay? And it's only been about once or twice. I usually play a mulligan per 9, and I've gotten in the 90s a lot easier with that, obviously, because you could really save a bad shot. But finding what you're good at, okay? I am not good at getting off the tee box. Everybody says, go ahead, use your 8 off the tee box if you hit it straight. Use your 4 off the tee. Use your drop. Doesn't matter. It's like a stigma. I can't get off the tee box. That next shot, I'm always great because I have so low expectations for that next shot. It's actually a great shot, and it's usually out of some high grass, woods, or the next fairway over, whatever. But I've found that if I can get to my pitching wedge and in, I'm not saying I'm a great golfer, but I'm better than everything else I do in golf. So my pitching wedge and my 60 degree, okay, have been great. And then I've also, great for my standards. Usually everybody else is probably an average everyday golfer. But then the putter. I am still not a great putter, but I've gotten really good at that first putt, leaving it around the hole and becoming a 2-putter. So listen, my first shot might be all the way in the other fairway, but guess what? I'm getting back to the fairway or around the green, and that's when I feel the most comfortable. Because again, I realize, all right, I'm about 2 to 3 shots away from getting this ball in the hole then. And obviously, shooting bogey for me would be awesome. I am fine with bogeys. It's those double, triple bogeys that kill me. And then listen, every golfer, if you golf enough, can mix in 1 or 2, maybe a 3 pars per time going out. So again, finding what you're good at and try to get there as fast as you can.
All right, so I'm going to come with my tip here. Can I see your putter, please?
Yeah.
All right, so when you grab your... Just kidding. My tip is make sure that you pack your cooler the night before, with whatever alcohol you want. Ice it down, gets really cold, put it in the back of your cart. When you get there, get a nice cart, make sure it's got a comfy seat, and then kind of just scope out that cart path because honestly, I am the worst golfer ever. The only thing that saves me is I'm an okay, maybe below average putter. So when we play best ball, sometimes I get to putt, but other than that, you don't want to take any golf tips from me, but I'm a great drinker, so pack your drinks the night before, ice them down.
I got a story for you. Zach is the only person, Nick, you've witnessed this, the only person I've ever seen hit a ball behind him. I've never seen it before.
I was there for that.
Zach, that's the worst shot I've ever seen.
Also, rookie mistake that day, I forgot water. I only brought alcohol, and it was 108 degrees.
It was literally the hottest day of the summer.
I was sweating out Corona seltzers, so make sure you bring some water, too.
All right, fellas, any closing thoughts for our fans here or viewers here?
I just want to say that the NFC East...
Oh, I knew that was coming. I knew it.
The NFC East is up for grabs, but the New York Football Giants are going to win, and they're going to win it at 10-7. And I don't want to hear any slander about the Giants. They have the second best defense in the NFC East, probably top 5 though in the league. I will defer to Washington's defense, but I think that the Giants' offense potentially can be better. Depends on Daniel Jones. But I'm still picking the Giants 10-7 to win the division.
I don't have any last remarks, but I will say I think the NFC East is going to be a wild division, but I don't want to talk about it too much right now. But
yeah, hey, we are almost to summer, people. Almost to summer. Making summer plans. We already talked about, we made some plans to go to a Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Braves game. Get out, and obviously these restrictions are starting to get looser and looser. Go to some games. Find even some local games. Even if it's a Legion baseball game, you're going to watch a 7-on-7 game. Get out, go watch it. You've been deprived of it. Go see some actual sports in person. All right? All right. Well, my name's Nick.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Zach.
Thank you for watching episode 25, and we'll see you guys next week.